Imperial is a large acute trust covering over 30 specialties and serving a population of 2.7 million people in North West London.
We are a large kidney unit and we're research active across the spectrum of kidney disease and glomerular disease and dialysis and transplantation.
What makes Imperial a leading clinical research centre is the infrastructure we have, the people we have, and our partnership in particular with Imperial College London, one of the leading universities in the world. In order to efficiently execute and deliver studies, it's essential that we work at an early stage with our sponsors and our CROs to ensure that we are clear in our minds that we can absolutely deliver a study.
We have a really effective and highly motivated team of research nurses and research practitioners that actually help us deliver the studies on the ground. As a nephrologist, I've been impressed with how Medpace has demonstrated both scientific expertise and an understanding of operational execution. I think it's really important that we are working towards a shared goal of delivering high quality data that's going to lead to beneficial studies for patients. Things that have stood out when conducting studies with Medpace has been the collaborative nature of the working relationship. So it feels genuinely collaborative that Medpace are trying to support investigators and study teams at site rather than necessarily directing us in how to conduct the studies. I would describe the working relationship with Medpace as constructive and professional, but also a very open one. So communication is frequent and fluid, and there's a strong sense of continuity throughout the studies that we conduct with them. So it's very clear that there is nephrology expertise, for example, within the Medpace team when it's come to the design and the scientific understanding of the studies. But I think they also have an awareness of some of the operational challenges that we face within nephrology clinical practice, and that's been very evident when we've been conducting studies at our site.
One of the great things about working with Medpace is that we know the people and we've known them for a long time. And we can reach out to them, pick the phone up, and we know who we're talking to. We know we can have a good, honest, constructive conversation with them and overcome any challenges that we might have in any particular trial.
It makes a huge difference in running clinical studies, certainly in nephrology and transplantation, when a CRO such as Medpace has an internal understanding of the patient population. With regards to acceptability, feasibility and delivery of the studies, having that knowledge up front is fundamental in all those aspects.
As a medical monitor, we support our PIs through all stages of the trial delivery. We support them in terms of setting up and feasibility in the early phases when needed, with the enrolment of patients, with dealing with questions related to eligibility and protocol. And we also support them even before that in our interactions with sponsors, being able to understand the sorts of challenges that some of these investigators might face. It makes a huge difference to the success of a trial when you have medical monitors who can translate that sponsor intent into something that is workable and practical.
So Imperial's research strategy is to offer all of our patients, wherever possible, participation in a clinical trial. Working with Medpace enables us to do that.
I think that nephrology expertise has been really valuable, and it's made those discussions very efficient because you can assume that your Medpace colleague actually understands the disease space and the disease area that you're working in. Medpace have been very effective at translating sponsor intent into something that is deliverable and workable at site, and I think that's really the crux of what an effective CRO does.